Just a quick good morning. Today is Friday, October 18th, and I'm getting ready to go to the shop. So I need to, well, I've gotten dressed. I'm wearing my Prismatic sweater. I actually need to look to see if it's backwards. I'm pretty sure the short rows are on the other side, so I think it's the right way, but this is an oversized sweater, so, and the color work, unlike some circular color work patterns, the color work starts a little bit lower than some other patterns, so sometimes it looks like the short rows are here, but they're in the back, so it's right. So yeah, this is my Prismatic sweater by Wool and Pine Designs. I've actually only gotten to really wear it once, other than when I recorded a video. But today it's going to be, I think, 71 or 72 degrees, so a fingering weight sweater with yoga pants. That's the outfit for today. Oh, I love these sleeves and this whole sweater. This is my love letter colorway. This was kind of like a seconds skein, so the one in the body is more variegated than like the sleeves, for example. This is a lot more how it normally looks, but I had some kind of seconds skeins that didn't take the dye all the way, so I had set them to the side until I had a sweater quantity, and in hindsight I should have done the solid in the body instead of saving it for the sleeves, but it's okay, I still love it. And then the colorwork yarn is from Nerdy Knits, and it's the Prismatic Shard colorway, which is from her Stardew Valley collection. So yeah, I really love the sweater. It's so cozy and lightweight and drapey. It's a superwash merino nylon, so it's very lovely to wear, and I'm excited that today is the perfect temperature to do so. Okay, so my daughter and I need to have some breakfast. Oh, definitely show this to you a little bit better in a minute, but a couple of years ago I painted these pumpkins. You'll be able to see the detail better when I turn the camera around. But I painted these pumpkins a couple of years ago, and I forgot about them because it actually needed a repair. So this morning I took it out and I super glued where the twine had come off of the pumpkin. And yeah, so here's these little pumpkins that I painted. I think they're precious. And now that I've seen over the garden wall, they remind me so much of Pottsfield, the pumpkin people in Pottsfield. My shoulder is doing a weird thing where the fabric is bunching. But yeah, I love these little guys. So I pulled them out. I love orange. Okay, so my daughter and I are gonna eat some breakfast. My sweet husband is already, you know, I've noticed I always say my husband, and it's because I never know if you've seen a video where I say his name or not, but obviously he has a name. When I edit these videos, I hear myself say it over and over, and I'm like, that's kind of rude that I don't give him a name. His name is Jason. I just don't want to assume you know who I'm talking about, so it's easier to say my husband. Anyway, Jason's outside already starting on the fence project, so that's very kind of him, and I think he's watering the garden. But yeah, it's 8:46. I need to leave the house by about 9:30, so yeah, I need to get a move on. I do love how whimsical it is in here right now. The lighting is just right. I've got my fairy lights up there in the plant, and yeah, all the house plants are inside, fairy lights on the fireplace. Yeah, I think it's so cozy. This little top that Ara has on is actually a dress that I knit her when she was a newborn, and I found it in her drawer today. I completely forgot about it. Hey! But it fits her perfectly like a little top now. It's so precious. It's like just right. It's so cute. So it's a Pernille Larson pattern, knitting for Olive. It's the ruffle baby dress and ruffle baby romper pattern. And I made it out of Pearl Soho linen quill. So there we go. She's got a cute little knit top unexpectedly today. Okay. Hello from the shop. You know, I should take the time to set up the tripod at some point today. I think it's always better when I talk to the camera with the tripod, because otherwise I'm like doing all of this, you know? Okay. Today is one of those magical days where I am caught up on all of my work. There's always things I could do, but you know, I'm looking around. The shop is clean and organized. This is the first time all week that it's looked this nice and neat. And of course, the other side is too. So, shop is clean. I have shipped out all orders. There are maybe a handful of messages that I will sit down and reply to today. But other than that, I am caught up. Again, there's always things I could do. Like I could sew bags. I've sewn quite a few. I haven't really talked about them because I'm not putting them up on the website until after the Alabama Fiber Festival. I could sew more bags. But I think what I'm going to do today, because my daughter is at her grandparents, and that's actually quite a few times in just October that she's been with her grandparents, but without going into personal details, they both experience health complications. So basically, when they're having a good day and can spend time with her, we all want to take full advantage of that. And fortunately, there have been quite a few days this month so far where Ara's been able to spend time with them, which is really wonderful because she adores them. She adores all of her grandparents. So anyway, so I'm caught up on work. The shop is clean. I think I'm going to craft, like basically all day. Of course, I'm here to help customers, but other than that, yeah, I think I'm going to craft. I have 101 things that I want to do. I'm almost tempted to set a timer, like every hour change projects, so that way I can kind of touch a little bit of everything. I should just do a little project roundup for you guys. I might do that today. Let me pull out this little sock, because when I was editing my video this morning, I realized I never actually told you what it was that I cast on yesterday, but I did show it. My husband is home on vacation right now, so in the mornings it's harder for me to talk and record, so I never had a chance. Anyway, I am already on the foot for this sock. This is and I did link this in yesterday's video, and it'll be linked below too. This is called the Maine Coast Summer Socks by Summer Lee. She came out with this pattern over the summer, and I immediately bought it because I really loved it. And so this is my version. I'm knitting this out of Knit Pick Stroll, which is the same as what she did, but she used the colorway called Buoy, which is an orange red. And when I ordered it, it was out of stock. And so this is more of the bluish red, but it's still a nice bright red. I can't remember what it's called. If I already had dyed up my California Poppy colorway before I bought this, that's what I would have used, because it's more of like the bright red with a tiny bit of an orange undertone, and I would have preferred that. But I'm just using my stash. So it looks so good. I put it on a barber cord this morning and tried it on, and this is the best fitting sock I've ever made. So I'm trying to hold it out so you can see the cables, because of course with the cables everything is sucked in right now, so it looks tiny and you're not getting the detail, but stretched out, and when I tried it on, it looks gorgeous. So I haven't been able to stop knitting this. I did knit it 2 inches shorter than she suggested, because with this color I wasn't sure how many outfits I would really have where I needed very long bright red cabled socks. So they're perfect length. They're a little bit longer than crew. The leg is exactly 4 inches. So yeah, that's the sock that I'm working on. Do I have a whole other stack of single socks that need mates? Yes, I do. But I cast that one on the other morning because I was up early editing my video, and yesterday morning, I had no projects at my house that I could work on, so I cast that one on since I had the materials. The other thing I would like to do is work on some cross stitch. I've been working on my unicorn. It's the Unicorn's Garden by the Sprouting Lupin. I have been working on that. I just haven't really been showing it because I haven't been able to put much time into it. But you can see I went across to the side because as I was stitching the unicorn's hair and starting on the body, it occurred to me that I wasn't sure if my margin was wide enough to fit in the whole piece. So I wanted to go ahead and stitch all the way across, and it's going to go just slightly farther towards the border there. So it's going to technically fit. It's just going to give me a very slim margin. And I'm pretty sure it's all going to fit on the other side, but only time will tell. I think that I have more margin over here on this unstitched side than I do over here on this side. When I bought this fabric, I was still, kind of still pretty brand new to cross stitch. So if I was to buy this again, I probably would buy just a slightly larger cut of the fabric. but I do think it's going to pretty much be the perfect size. I'm just going to have a little less margin to frame it when I'm done. But I really love the way it's looking, and I'm pretty tempted to work on this today. I would love to get the unicorn done. Okay, so that's the cross stitch project that I could work on today. Of course, I've got other ones, but that's the one that is calling to me. I want to spin. I've started on my sweater spin with that alpaca yarn, alpaca fiber I showed in my last full podcast. And my wheel is sitting right back here, and I want to pull it out and work on it, but I don't know. And then I could knit the other sleeve on my pumpkin sweater. I could start on the sleeves for my husband's sweater. I could work on my mohair lace beaded blouse, or I could cast on a new project. I think I shouldn't cast on, but I am tempted. What I really want to cast on is this yarn here. This is Newtoden, and this is my Hygge colorway that I dyed on some Surrey alpaca, and I'm going to hold this double to knit the Hygge pullover by 100 Acre Wool, Bella. That's actually what I named this colorway after, and this is the colorway that's the main color for the pumpkin sweater kits, Hygge. I named it after that because I was dyeing up a Surrey to pair with the Newtoden, and I was just playing with color, and I liked what I came up with, so I just decided to name it after the pattern that I was planning to knit, and then it just kind of stuck. At first it was like a nickname, but yeah. So I really want to cast this on. It's been sitting here, and I just want to play with these fluffy fibers so badly. So yeah, we'll see what I get up to. I need to go ahead and make a decision because I'm running out of time by just sitting here recording. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's been 7 minutes. Holy cannoli. Okay, I'm gonna get to work on not working. So I've actually been working on this for longer than I intended. I'm just going to finish up this leg. I'm on the hoof right now, and then I'm going to switch gears. But I'm very excited because, and I'm holding my hand behind it since the light is coming in right behind it, and it's obviously the light's coming through. But yeah, this is very exciting. It's starting to be a unicorn. My unicorn is so big, I think it's like hand-sized. It's probably so big compared to the original sample because I'm using a 28 count, so I think the original is on a 36 count. So mine is a lot bigger, but it's so beautiful and I'm very happy with it. It's so exciting seeing it come together. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. I've decided to make that my stopping point, so there's a little bit more tucked underneath the fabric here, but yeah, I got a lot of progress done on the unicorn. I just kind of filled out some of this area and I stitched these two legs. There's a little bit of greenery that's going to go around the hooves, I guess to probably indicate where she's standing. But yeah, so this is probably going to infuriate some of you, but I just don't feel like sitting here stitching any more of this white. I feel like stitching all the white fill-in, or it's like an off-white, and then there's going to be this great big tree. I feel like those are the two pretty tedious things. The flowers are really fun, the hair was fun, even the horn was really fun. So that part's fun, this part's sort of tedious, so I'm just trying to kind of get my way through it. I also think I'm off by a stitch up here, so I'm going to have to take a look at that again. This is all accurate, but yeah, I think I'm a little bit off right there by one stitch, so I'm hoping it's something I can just kind of fudge because I don't really want to have to rip anything out. But that's my cross stitch progress for today. You know what I just realized? Today is Friday, which means the new episode of, I always do this when I talk, I'm always like, anyway, the new episode of Great British Baking Show is out today, and these past few weeks I haven't caught it on Fridays. And I've been watching it. I haven't been able to sit down and watch it in one sitting. So I am about to cozy down and watch Great British Baking Show. I'm finally working on my second sleeve for my pumpkin sweater. I was so tempted to cast on something new, but that would be very silly of me when I'm so close to a finish on this sweater and I want to be able to wear it. Also, it's getting so much love on Instagram, so I guess everybody is excited about it like I am. So I guess I should probably go ahead and finish it. So I'm going to watch GBBO and knit on my pumpkin sweater. I knew there'd be an episode of Bake Off that made me cry, and it was this one. I am not okay over who they sent home. I mean, I'm glad the person who stayed, because I really like that person. No spoilers. But I'm pretty devastated about the person who went home. I think that person might have been my favorite of the group. Probably because I know a person in real life who is remarkably similar in every way, like appearance, demeanor, skill set. It's crazy. But I guess seeing this person go home made me think of like this other friend of mine experiencing that kind of sadness, and it bothered me. So I cried. Okay, this has been a day where I haven't done any work, and you know what? That's kind of nice because today would have been the first day of staff, and I'm feeling pretty beat up about that. So it's all right. It's nice to relax a little bit. This is how much I knit on my sleeve during Bake Off, so I'm several inches in, which is great. Obviously I still have a ways to go, but I could theoretically get done with all the stockinette today. I probably will, actually. I don't know about the color work, but I think I'll get done with the stockinette part of the sleeve, but we'll see. I did get an order in, but it is for I have these glass jars of delicious smelling pumpkin lotion, and it's wonderful. And so somebody ordered that with a very delicious tea, but I just scoured the building and could not find an appropriate box to ship this glass lotion, and obviously I want it to make it there safely. So when I get home, I'm going to have to look through my stash of shipping boxes at my house and hopefully find one there. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go out and get one. So sadly, that one will not ship today, but it should ship tomorrow. But that's all the work that I've had come in today so far.
This adorable pumpkin star quilt block. Isn't this cute? I'm really excited about this, you guys. I know I've been...
So it's actually just about time for me to leave, but I did make it all the way down to the colorwork portion. And now the tricky thing is I did not take notes of how I did the increase for the side to accommodate for the colorwork pattern and to do the balloon sleeve. So now I have to sit down and remember how I did the increases. I feel so silly. When I did the heirloom quilt cardigan, I customized the sleeves, like modified them, and I did take notes of that. And I put them in my Ravelry page, and I took a screenshot of what I did, like mathematically on my phone. And with this one, I did not do that, so that was quite silly of me. The reason being, when I knit this first sleeve, it was over in a flash, so I thought for sure I would just knit the second sleeve right away, and I didn't because I fixated on my heirloom quilt cardigan, and now, again, I don't remember what I did, so now I have to solve that. Okay, very quick update. I recorded that clip like 30 seconds ago, and then I instantaneously remember how I calculated the increases before. So I just did the math, and now I know I need to increase by 32. So yay, I am proud of myself for figuring that out very quickly. So I'm going to quickly do these increases and then close up the shop and go pick up my daughter. Okay, it's dark outside. I've made up for all of the non-work that I did today. I came home and jumped straight into action with helping my husband outside. Hey, Bella. So, I've been saying that we're working on rebuilding the fence. Well, what I didn't mention is this fence is up on the top of a hill. If you've seen our property, our garden, we have kind of our upper garden, and it's because our yard, it grades straight up basically. So the fence that we're repairing is at the very top of our hill, and it's not an easy flat surface. There's tons of just mud and rocks and boulders, and it's all just graded on a hill, and it's just crazy. So anyway, we haven't even started on the fence really. We've gotten the supplies and measured it. We still have to move all of the rocks away, and so that's what we were doing. Plus my husband dug sort of like drainage from the hill. He's been doing this for years, but top of the hill all the way down to the bottom. Hi baby, you got a carrot? Okay, I'm coming. So yeah, we're just working on the rocks. So yeah, I definitely had my fair share of work since I've been home, but we just came inside. I did. My husband should be in a second. My daughter needs a bath, and she's eating a carrot. And Bella, you need a bath too. So yeah, but I'm hoping now. I'm coming, baby. Oh, ew, she licked my ear. I hate that. It's 6:30 now, so I might have enough time to finish my sleeve, and then I'll have a finished object for today. I'll let you guys know. Hopefully I have a chance to talk to you again. Okay. Okay, one last update for tonight. I'm actually recording this the next morning, and I just finished editing the video, but I just wanted to show you guys that I did finish the pumpkin sweater. So, the video that's coming out tomorrow, I will be sure to show it off, but I just wanted to give you guys that quick update since I wasn't able to wrap things up. I know it's dark in here, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and my husband, Jason and Ara are still asleep. But yeah, I finished it. So I technically finished it today because this morning I had to do like 2 more ribbing rows and then bind off. I'm gonna count yesterday as the day that I finished it though, really, because I would have done those things, but I had to put my daughter to bed. So I did the bulk of the work yesterday in 2 sittings. So I'm gonna say yesterday was the day I finished it. Anyway, I'm gonna say goodnight here, and that I hope you guys have a beautiful day and a lovely weekend, and I will talk to you tomorrow.